We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Alongside Charles Davis and CD, you look at the Colts in this matchup. They're the best team in the NFL as far as running the football goes, but they're in for a stern test here.
Yeah, that defense that they're going up against, they're no slouch either. One of the top 5 units in the league. I think this game could boil down to stopping the big play. This offense can certainly hit some home runs, and if they hit on a couple here, it might be all they need to win the game.
Closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Rolling to his left. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Let's go. Let's do this.
That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Whip. Watch the whip. Hey. Check 48.
They'll start the drive with Dixon. Big hold of the 30. And he's got some space here. Escapes the defender. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now to this point. So that run there, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Now it's Dixon. About 3 yards there to the 27.
So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure.
A throw for Pittman is intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 23.
No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Kenny Moore. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Look at me. Go. Kill. Hey, turn it out. Hey, Sam off. Go on.
On first down, they go with Dixon. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Here's Cohen now to return.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Come on now, let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off at his own 47.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on first down. Dixon. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard. Just shy of the 20. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, You've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
On first and goal, Dixon. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Colts lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. They're going to try and run. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Here's Cohen now to return.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started.
And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play caller. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun is Minshew.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Make it happen.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 7 catches, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield.
Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
He's picked off at his own 46. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Cohen now to return.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Now Minshew. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. This is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is? It could be for the game the way that things are going right now. I think if it's him, he must be on the field at all times.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
He'll buy some time right. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now a handoff for Dixon.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. He'll try again.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Look at me, zipper.
On 3rd and short, it's Dixon. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Go! 30 base. Yes, yes.
They'll run. It's Dixon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Colts are able to add on to their first half lead. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
And they did. It worked.
Here again comes Gardner Minshew.
He struggled. His team has struggled. You talk to me a lot about looking to your leaders. Maybe it's time for him to put his mark on this game.
Agreed. And how that has to happen is somehow he's got to flush out everything that's happened so far and almost start over and get back to that confident level and know that he can play the game, because so far this has been a real struggle.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got the interceptions, trying to turn it around. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a run with Montgomery. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw it. Minshew.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Let's go.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Montgomery. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second down and goal. Minshew. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jordan Brooks charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops it for a loss of 11. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Caught by Montgomery. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
On is Santos for the Bears field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but... Ultimately, they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
We got this.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start...
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
124 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Lawrence. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Matt Nagy wants the officials to take another look at that. So Matt Nagy correct in his decision to throw the red flag. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Mike 48.
And they'll indeed go for it. Here's Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession.
Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. On 2nd and 7, Minshew. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Santos' kick is up and through, and they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Rodgers on the return. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. On play action, Lawrence. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. And his throw here is incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now Cooper, slow to get up. Staying down after that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. The extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this 1st half. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bears going to take over now late in this 1st half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Minshew's throw complete here to Kmet.
And he's brought down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. 20! Touchdown, Chicago! David Montgomery, as the first half is winding down. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the end result is a Bears touchdown.
And here's Rodgers to return.
Let's go, baby.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. He's caught. Michael Pittman with it. And way out past the 35 before he's taken down. So we reach half through. I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Rodgers on the return.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Check, check. Lucky.
Freestone travel. Hey, Haywood. Now.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Again looking for Pittman. A better result here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
60 outlaws. Hey, Foxtrot.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They're not ready for this, man.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence flushed out right. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, echo.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the field down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in their second half blowout material. Now Lawrence. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Got a man, it's Pittman, and he pulls it in for the Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far,
let's go,
just
boys.
being
Let's
calm
go.
hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. They're going to need some therapy after this.
45.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago! Cole Kmet, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here's Rodgers to return.
All day.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. The toss here completed to Pittman. And all the way down to the 27. A big play there for Indy. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he can see the play right in front of him.
That was thrown in the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Play action. It's Lawrence. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears get a bit closer. Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22.
So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Rodgers on the return.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Escaping the pressure right.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That's how we do it.
Quiddy Pay. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. Trying to run it in with Montgomery. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And here's Rodgers to return.
We play to win.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Being chased out left. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Another milestone falling on that last throw in what has been an MVP-type season so far. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here.
60 out more.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Minshew sets to throw. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Chicago. Yeah. Allen Robinson, 83 yards. And the Bears are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So here are the Colts to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. The drive begins with a run by Dixon. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground with Dixon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And out of bounds right around the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hurry! 5.
On the give, this is Dixon. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll run it with Dixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The Colts on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. Right back to Dixon. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Let's go!
149 yards on the ground for him now, as he's done that on 15 carries. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Take that!
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Colts add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. That time a 9-play drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Here's Cohen now to return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Minshew. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery.
Oh, Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play. And they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. On 1st down, Lawrence. Dancing to his left. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Hey, Haywood!
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Colts are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Here's Cohen now to return.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession.
After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Jordan Brooks
picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down. Under pressure, they got him again.
Jordan Brooks
able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Bears on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Minshew. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. He's at the 50. The 30. And running with power here. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play as we have reached the... Two-minute warning.
Double tight, double tight.
Hey.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. On 2nd and goal, Minshew, and he's got the hook up to Landry. Touchdown! Jarvis Landry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Santos with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. 5 plays there on that drive. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick, and this is going to be taken in by the Colts. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman there to make the grab. And the Colts have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drive, 4 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Here's Cohen now to return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence flush to his right. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Second down and goal. Lawrence. Got a man. It's Pittman, and he pulls it in for the Colts touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Here's Cohen now to return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it. Minshew. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. He's at the 30. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A huge play there for Chicago. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Minshew. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Out of the gun is Minshew. That's going to be caught by Allie Cox. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
58, the mic. I got you, son. I got you, son. 58, boy, 58.
Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
On 2nd and goal, Minshew. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case,
and this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Bears come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A big